Hey ladies, I hope you guys are well. I know I put a message in the group me earlier about possibly using flags. I'm not sure if anybody listened to the song or had any thoughts for movements, but I just listened to it and I do have some thoughts in my head. It works very fluidly and smoothly. If we have time tomorrow, if you guys don't object, we can try it out tomorrow and see if it actually is as smooth as what I see. I know it's going to be the three of us for the night that Christ was born, the Kirk Franklin version of this song. So I'm going to try to explain it. It's probably going to sound really confused, a little bit confusing when I explain it. But in doing it, to me, it shouldn't be as confusing as what it may sound like. But I wanted to go ahead and throw it out there so that way tomorrow, I don't have to start from scratch tomorrow. And we can maximize our time at practice. Since you guys are so generous and agreed to practice on Wednesday, which is kind of an awkward day, maybe. Okay, so for the song, there's 4 choruses. And I'll try to listen. I listen to the song with the lyrics because sometimes just reading the lyrics doesn't tell you exactly how the song goes. And so the way it works is like you have the first chorus and then the second chorus, and then a woman goes back and sings the first chorus again, and then the second chorus, and then there's like a little small short interlude, and then there's a third chorus and a fourth chorus. The woman goes back and sings the third chorus and the fourth chorus, another interlude, and then she goes back and does the third chorus. And then is like the last stanza, which is kind of mostly like the first chorus. So in my head, the way it might go is we have, of course, because it's going to be 3 of us. One person will be in the center who's ministering. Whoever's in the center will be ministering to the actual words of the verse. And the 2 people on the outside, on the far left or in the far right, will have flags. And they can either coordinate what they're going to do, or they can, flag to the music as they feel in their heart. But so Kirk Franklin does a little small talking in the beginning, however we want to do that. And then it's the first chorus. So somebody will take the first chorus and say, I volunteer to be in the middle for the first chorus. And they're actually ministering to the words in that chorus. And the 2 people on the outside are flagging. And then the last sentence, the night that Christ was born, that's when the transition will happen, will be from the first person, the person who takes the first chorus to the person who takes the second chorus. And so in my head, it's pretty smooth. Like, there's lots of smooth transitions we can try out where the person who holds the flag and the person who's in the middle, they can do some sort of a crossover, and in their crossover, hand off the flag. Hopefully it won't be like difficult or anything, but again, we can try it out at practice and see if it works. If you guys don't object, hopefully it does. So one person will take the first chorus, minister, then transition into the second chorus. The second person will then be in the middle, 2 people on the outside flagging, and then there's like a small interlude where she's talking or somebody's talking. And so at that point, we can kind of get set up for the repeat. So then the repeat, and the woman sings again the first chorus. The first person goes back to the center, and then the second chorus, the second person goes back to the center, and then it goes to the third and fourth chorus. So when I listen to it, it sounds like it would be best if one person took chorus 1, one person took chorus 2, and then one person took choruses 3 and 4, because of the way the song repeats. Like, too bad we don't have 4 people, but it's all good. So after you do the repeat of chorus 1 and 2, then the person who's going to do chorus 3 and 4 is in the center. 2 people are on the outside flagging to the words, and then repeat 3 and 4. So then you're flagging again, and then on the last part of part 4, I think there's like a little interlude. And at that point, there will be some sort of a synchronized motion where the flags go down. So now all three of us, nobody has a flag, because at that point, the singer, whoever she is, her voice gets really high. So she's taking it up a notch, and that's when everything gets really intense. So it's like the climax of the song, at least from what I interpreted and what I heard. And so at that point, she's going to go back and do chorus 3, and then basically do like chorus 1, and that's going to be the end of the song. So I think chorus 3 and then chorus 1 at the very end, those are 2 stanzas where all 3 of us together, nobody has a flag, and we're doing these really, really powerful movements, because again, she's like climax, her voice is up there. So if we can come up with movements for that, and that really accentuate the words, oh, such a wonderful Savior to be born in a manger, so that I can share his favor and my heart be made anew. Listen to the trumpets shouting through the darkness. Now behold the Savior, the night that Christ was born. And then they just repeat like the end, the night that Christ was born. Maybe we can do some sort of a transition out through the aisles like we saw in that one video yesterday. So I know it probably sounds really confusing. Sorry, it works in my head. So if nobody objects, maybe we could try some parts of it out tomorrow, or at least, come up with what we want to do for the last part where we're all together. So that way we'll be partially done, excuse me. But yeah, otherwise, I hope you guys are having a great evening. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 6 o'clock. All right, bye.